It's officially round two. And man, oh man, the first round just blew past, but we had a whole bunch of fun going over it. Now, with the second one, this is a lot of work to go ahead and put up towards because the winner of this one is going to take on Kenny G from On the Fence podcast. And this is going to be a really interesting questions that we have to take care of in the second round. So without further ado, I mean, enough talking. Let's just get straight to it.
What's up, man? Check out Off the Bench. Anytime you get a chance. Hey, Off the Bench is 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. Currently, we are at 517, and that's all in part because of you. You in the background too. So I want to say first off, before we go any further, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to hit that like, comment in the comment section because we're gonna need your takes today. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next off the bench. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a doozy. It's going to be a hard one for me to root for because, I mean, hey, I'm trying to be the impartial person in this whole entire thing. But, I mean, the first person, I mean, what more can I say about him? Well, not only is he the guy who put me on to football, who put me on to everything there is to know about the sport, he is, well, I'm his offspring. So, I mean, without further ado, let's introduce to the show, Pops. What's going on, old man?
Hey, I can't call it. It's good to be here. I always have fun with it, that's for sure. So it's always a pleasure.
So it's always a pleasure having you on as well. In this next one that we are getting ready to bring on real quick. So, yeah, what more can I say about this young lady right here? So for starters, I mean, if you really want to go ahead and take it there, she will, because she's known more about this game in the last 3 months, gaining 1,500 subscribers, breaks down the game just like a regular coach. She got clapback skills. So if you go ahead and go after her on Twitter, she will come right at you with some more knowledge and then some. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the infamous Asia's Analysis. How's it going with you, Asia?
Hey, thanks for having me back. I'm looking forward to this one. And
I am too.
It's good meeting your pops too.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, I'm being softened up and whatnot. You know,
I gotta work my
jab, and then you gotta worry about that overhand.
I gotta work my charms. I gotta start out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, it's a pleasure having both of you guys on. It's always fun to talk ball with both of you. And just to look at the comments real quick, let's go and see. We got Lee Command says, Showtime. We also got Small Talk ENT. Yo, Pops. What's good, OG?
What's up?
Full Command says, Asia, no mercy now. Also, says, Pops, let's see it. So yeah, this is something I'm interested in seeing because, I mean, yeah, he's my dad, but also this is gonna be fun if Asia whoops his ass. So I mean, come on, the group chat is always gonna be fun to just watch when it comes down to stuff like this. So I mean, and trust and believe, Asia can hold her own. So let's keep it a whole buck on this one.
I'm just saying, like I'm repping my Funkadelic today, okay? So I'm coming in as strong as I can. I still got my Redskin stuff on at the time. But you know, but ask y'all dads about this if you don't know what it is, okay? That's all.
Well, before we go any further, before we talk about this tournament for the Commanders Class Classic, let's go and get down with the get down. What's in the news as of late. So, It has been talked about by numerous GMs and coaches, I believe, was voted this week to go ahead and say who is your top five, who's what quarterbacks is in the top five, and apparently JD5 did not get picked. He was an honorable mention, actually second person honorable mention. So I'm gonna go and say he was voted at number 12, and it's got the internet buzzing. So me personally, it doesn't really matter to me. My quarterback, if he's standing up straight, everything's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a top five quarterback in no time. So I asked you, starting off with Asia. What's your thoughts on this whole entire situation with JD5 not making the top 10?
Because I'm such a rational person, I know we're prisoners of the moment, right? So he was injured all last year. Then the numbers didn't look great because he was injured all last year. So a lot of these things are just based on analytics data, looking at the numbers from the previous year and then projecting out. I know a lot of this has to do with people not trusting what's around him as well. I think he gets punished a lot from how people perceive the team around him. And so they're hesitant to kind of like really jump off the porch when it comes to these rankings. But I'm not concerned about it. I know my quarterback's a top 5 quarterback. I am not insecure at all. So these lists don't move me. They're nice. They get the chatter going on the feed, but I have to ignore where they come from because, like I say, I don't really respect the media or journalism from a lot of these spaces, or the journalistic endeavors from a lot of these spaces. So I could kind of care less. For me to actually give credence to what you're saying, I have to respect you. And so I've already decided I don't respect a lot of mainstream media. So it doesn't really bother me at all. But, you know, JD's going to show him this year. So I'm not concerned at all.
Pop?
I'm going to piggyback a little bit. I think, first of all, the one knock that they have right now is that old saying the most important ability is availability. You know, so him having an injury-filled season last year does take a little shine off the rose. But if we take both seasons into consideration, when he's upright, when he's healthy, you know, that helps. Okay, he's going to be a top. If he stays on his feet all 17 games, he's a top 5 quarterback. No doubt about it. I think last year, Kingsbury put him in a lot of dangerous situations, a lot of run pass options, but a lot of him running first, a lot of call quarterback runs. We all know he's not built for that for the most part, not to do it, too many times a game. I think that's one of the things you do in an emergency, or when you really need it, but not. I think him being on the center this year is going to help a whole lot, okay? Because you're going to slow down that pass rush a little bit. You're going to slow down that pursuit to the ball. I still think he's a top. First of all, putting Drake May ahead of him is. I'm just not. We're not even going to. I'm not even going to. I can't deal. So Drake May is not. Give me my man JD5 every time. But I think, like Asa said, we're prisoners of the moment. So they only. If you're going to come off of last year, I see it. But if you can combine both years, then he's clearly a top 10 quarterback. There's no doubt about that. So.
And then on top of that, I'm just looking at it like this. I mean, Justin Herbert still doesn't move me. I'm sorry. He's only good during the first couple games, and then as soon as the playoffs come snitching around, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna show up. It's kind of like him asking who's gonna be there, and then you see the defensive front. He's like, yeah, I'm not going. So I mean, and then on top of that, I'm sorry, and I know Uncle Steve's probably not gonna like this one, but I don't give a damn. What's his name? Allen. At number 1, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's not capable of being a top 5 quarterback. I think he is a top 5. Do I think he's the best quarterback in the league? Hell no. I don't. You can't even beat Mahomes. And Mahomes was injured last year. That last year was the perfect time for you to show up, and you did not show out. So I mean, and if you looked at that,
what does Herbert and Josh Allen have in common though?
Oh, they're not. They don't look like us. They're not like us.
They're the prototype. They're the prototype. That's why they are so happy to be able to put Drake May's name in there, because he's the prototype build. He's the, and they're still caught up on those prototype traits, and the other part of it is they still don't want to give black quarterbacks credit, right? So, like,
I mean,
so
but my thing was even this. I mean, like, okay, if I give credit to Allen for making it to, at least he made it to the top, to the biggest game. I just think he falters under the pressure. So I mean, that's my thing. But as far as Herbert, he's never been good. He's never been. As soon as he gets to the playoff, he's never won a playoff game.
yeah.
And JD in his first year, he went to the NFC Championship. Look at Lamar. It took him a while, but he got there. I think he's better than Burrow. I mean, Burrow is a fantastic quarterback when healthy. But I
we're talking
mean,
about
it's just
availability.
Yeah, exactly. And let me interject on that. Burrow throws to 3 of the best receivers out there. Okay,
I mean,
his weapons are incredible. Okay?
He better be great. He's had
Yeah.
weaponry his entire, even when he was at LSU, been playing with the same wide receiver his whole freaking, no excuses for him. So the fact that, you know, they keep talking about him as one of the greatest is very perplexing to me.
Burrow is a great thrower of the football. He makes good decisions, but the one decision he makes that I don't like, he stays in the pocket too long. I mean, he holds the ball, and he's doing it to try to get his guys to break open, and oftentimes they do.
He must make a big play.
Yeah, exactly. He's going for the kill shot a lot, and sometimes, you know, you don't see him dink and dunk a lot. You don't see him check down.
No, you don't. You don't.
And when you live your life like that as a quarterback, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt.
And it's not like you got a top 5 or top 10 offensive line at all, because that line has been ass for years. And it's also, I mean, it also kind of
the defense is the one that's ass. Okay,
I mean, no, the defense is, but I mean, we can go on and on about
the
that.
offensive line held up for Flacco. People were making that observation, like, wow, like, is this the same offensive line? I was like, no, Flacco just getting the ball out, like, he not.
I was gonna say he gets the ball out quicker than
he gets the ball out quicker.
Kill shot.
Yeah. So he was dinking and dunking and living to see he's moving in chains, and Joe Burrow looking for the home run, you know, play. So that's the difference. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if he could put it all on his offensive line. I see that offensive line and what they look like in front of Flacco last year. So.
But when you're 40 years old, you learn to get rid of that daggone ball, because that ball draws a lot of attention. Okay. So
definitely. But looking at the comment section real quick, shout out to Grant in full command. If you're not subscribed to his channel, what the hell are you doing? He says, Herb, you killed it on Deuce's live the other day. Thank you very much, man. Salute the Deuce in the red zone. I think Asia was on right before or after I was on.
I came on after you. It was fun.
It was definitely fun being on Deuce. Deuce is a character.
Yeah.
Deuce is a character with character. So I mean, if you're ever gonna talk about somebody like him. But also Small Talk says they on some drugs if 5 is him.
It's an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Yeah. Who else? Lee Command says, Asia, which coordinator will have it until unit more ready for week 1 at the link? I hope I didn't ask you this before.
Oh man, that's a hard one. I feel like it's going to be the offense. I feel like it's not a lot of new pieces on the offense that need to, it's just a change of the scheme. I think it's so many new pieces on the defense that it's going to take some time to acclimate on top of the new scheme. But I don't think it's that much separation. So when I say one being more ready than the other, I'm not talking about that much more ready. I just think that there's probably going to take a little bit more gelling on the defensive side than the offensive side. But I do think the offense is still going to need some time to kind of acclimate to that new scheme. But that is a good question.
Full Command says it was a fake honorable mention. They included comments that said he was really good. They just didn't like the injuries. I mean, obviously. I mean, like they say,
I feel like people feel burnt from last year. They came out that 2024 and they were all in on him, and you know, the team just embarrassed everybody in the media with how we showed up on a national
We trusted you.
Yes, I mean, just people. I did kind of see Mina and Dio talk about our offense and then being bullish on the offense, and they were really excited about the offense. So somebody over at ESPN woke up and was like, "Wait a minute, they have a new coordinator." So like they
have two new coordinators.
Yeah, they seem to be tapping into what we're doing. I think early on they just were not doing their research, so they're starting to come around on the conversations around the team. It's still annoying.
He still has to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, when you only play what he played, he finished 4 games.
10 games. He played 10 games last year.
Yeah. But he only finished 4 or 5.
4.
So,
yeah.
So you know that has to be considered. And don't get me wrong, nobody's rooting for him more than the people on this show. We all love him. You know, we wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. But he's got to take care of himself. Number one. And I think the play calling of the new coordinator is going to help him take care of himself a lot as well. You know, because I'm not one that believes that you run 80% of your offense out of the shotgun, because everybody can see, you know, they can see what's happening.
You can see what's happening. He's like a sit duck. Like you can see there's no obscuring of the mesh point. You can't, you don't play with the defender's eyes. Is the absolute worst thing you can do in the NFL with just, and these schemers are too smart, man. They watch tape. And they're gonna peg your tendencies. So
and it takes away half of their need to prepare for. They don't have to prepare for, you know, the play action, because the only play action in a shotgun is, you know, it's a forward handoff.
It's a hang up.
So you can see the whole thing.
You can see where the ball's going.
And what it does for the rollout as well. When if he does that play action and then he rolls the opposite direction, you know, you run those crossing
shifting
routes
one way. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like college football. A lot of crossing routes. You know, they just gonna go across the middle. And he can hit him in stride. So I'm telling you, I think.
And y'all see why I brought these two on today. It's football knowledge is just boom, boom. But Full Command says one source even said that he was the best 2024 quarterback, even though May was 8 and 10 and Caleb was 10. He also says, Burrow, they put Burrow at 4th when he had a long-term injury in 50% of his professional season. That's okay. If we're gonna say anybody's injury prone,
like
that's he is injury prone.
It's okay.
And Burrow's dope. I like the Burrow. He just always hurt, and I blame that on the offensive line.
Also, just before great. Not to cut you off, but I blame his decision making as much as I blame his offensive line. He holds the ball too long. You can't hold the ball for 4 or 5 seconds in the NFL. That's a good way to end up in the hospital.
Basically playing backyard ball out there. Like he has such arm arrogance. He just goes out there and they let hit. Like I don't think he plays within any type of structure. The fact he's been getting away with that for so long.
I'm going to steal that term, arm arrogance. I like that. Okay. He does. You know,
he'll throw you out of a game for as much as he slings it and he puts great tape and highlight reel. He'll throw an interception or two and throw you. He's kind of like Josh Allen in that way.
So, look here. He definitely is.
And then if Lamar throws one interception, it's like he's choking under the like it's nuts what they get away with. It's just nuts. I mean, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
Too late for that.
Talk.
That's not what you're here for.
No, we definitely not. But shout out to Lady Erica Lynn. We got a lot of Commander content folks in here, and we appreciate them for tuning in. If you're not subbed up, be sure to sub up on there. Lady Erica Lynn is in the building as well. And shout out to AE. You know what? Before I was gonna save this until later, but talk your talk. Yo, Asia, tell the people what's going on tomorrow.
Oh yes, we got Lady Erica Lynn in the chat. We got Case taking the chat. We are launching the collaboration channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. So stop in and join us for our first live stream. We are excited about it. Command hers, not the Commander Queens. Command hers, and it's 3 of us. It's gonna stay 3 of us. Those are like we just gotta put that out there. We got our own thing we doing, y'all. So just it's a lane for everyone. So we trying to carve out our own space doing this, but we're really excited about it. But shout out to Kay and Lady Erica Lynn on their channels. We all working hard, getting out the mud. So I'm really proud of all of us.
Let me say this too, and I'm proud of you ladies too. Okay, it's nice to see these young sisters, getting together and talking football, because you know what, with the way this game is now, if you want to keep somebody next to you, you got to have common interests. Okay? and football bring together everybody and whatever.
Yeah. Like it's like one big. Listen, man. I
The only
said
problem
all
is if
the
you work
time.
if you root for opposite teams, because I've been in that kind of relationship too.
Oh man,
You know,
You gotta genuinely be into the other person's interest. Like, you know, like that's, you know. Happy
talk
wife,
to him,
happy
Pops.
life.
You know, I got this, bro. I got it. Okay, old school got to teach new school what's up, so it's good.
Shout out to Under Command, yo. When we
Hey.
collabing, bro? I mean, for real, we gotta.
Y'all gotta go over there. It was a fun
Yeah, because
time. They was
definitely,
a
yeah. They
man. That
you know,
barbershop talk they got going on
I
over
tune in.
there is a
I
good
tune.
time.
I tune in for the fights. That's what I tune in for. So I mean, the arguments are always A1. But yes, most definitely. Also, Lady E says, "Speak facts, Asia." Also, Small Talk says, "JD5 is the prototype quarterback, and he's more special." But yes, definitely. Also, was it?
Asia was pressing
It was
wrong.
pressing wrong. So,
Okay, y'all got to explain that one to me. I
was leaning into the bit. Like I was reading the room and I was rolling with the vibes, man. And listen, Rob get the controversy going, so I just thought I would keep it going.
Yeah, they definitely just go back and forth all the time. Like, and we was just like, you know what? No, she's like, no, I choose violence. So
I was trying to get him to get that tonsil take off so bad. Like I was like, what we doing? This where we go? All right.
Well, speaking of tonsil talk, we at least got somebody who's voted elite. Because Tunzel was voted number 5 as a elite left tackle in this league. Duh. I mean,
I'm wondering why it's 5. Okay, I mean,
number 1. Listen, man, 1 and 2, and he ain't 2.
I mean, and his thing, because I mean, my thing is this: is either you got Silverback Trent Williams, you got Panay Sewell, and you got Tunzel. Me personally, I think Tunzel's number 2. I just think what's his name Williams is just that he's the greatest lineman I've ever seen.
Yes, Trent Williams.
He's the greatest lineman.
You can't take it away. You can't take it away from him. I just think he's on the other side of.
Thank you.
That's the only reason why I'm putting him at 2, because I still think that Tunsil got some more years. You know.
Oh yeah. He definitely got.
Personally, I put him in 3, and for the reason we just said, for Panay Sewell, he's just getting started. He a baby.
Yeah.
You know, so I put him in 2. I put Tunsil ahead of him, and whatever. But our former Redskin now, he still is a beast. He still, you know, Trent still can get it done. You know,
first ballot gold jacket.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets a gold jacket.
If somebody said he's 1, I'm not even gonna argue with.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna argue with him because you know he used to be one of us and whatever.
Yeah,
so you know, and in our heart, he's always gonna be one of us. You know, but
I gotta give it up for the guy on my team. You know, I'm a homer.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm still put Panay Sewell number 2 because. Was he 3rd or 4th year, something like that?
He's about 5th year now because he came out the same year as was the receiver in Cincy, because the number one, y'all know who it is.
Chase,
because the debate was between him. Should the Bengals pick up him or Chase? And I always said Panay Sewell, but I mean, but we just had that conversation as far as Burrow on his back. So, but speaking of things that's on the back. One number is about to be retired, and that is the glorious John Riggins. His number 44 is getting retired. Finally, after so many years of him I'm just going to take the time out to say this. Fuck Dan Snyder for not retiring any of these numbers.
With a broomstick. Okay.
Damn. I wasn't trying to get that graphic. I was just
hey, look, y'all gotta understand what I've been through. Okay, y'all understand. Okay, y'all just don't understand. See, I was 20 years old when they first won the Super Bowl. So my whole adult life, from 20 to 30, man, we won 3 Super Bowls, went to 4 of them. I ain't know nothing but no, we ain't had to hear from the Cowboys and 49. We ain't had to hear none of that stuff. NFC East owned the whole Super Bowl. We held it down for the 80s.
He came in and just ruined it.
My man used to say, boy, you can mess up a wet dream. Okay. Dan could mess up a wet dream. Okay. I'm telling you. He didn't know dick about football. Okay. He didn't know nothing. He oh my God, come on, man. You want to set me off. Talk about Dan Snyder. Okay. And I worked in the stadium during that time too. I'm telling you. Okay. When he took over the team, if you want to blame one person other than Dan, you have to blame Jack Kent Cook for leaving that team. He wanted to leave it to his son, but he wanted his son to work to get the team. Okay, so that's why I was on auction or whatever they did. That's why they put it up for sale. Okay, he wanted his son to earn that team. He should have just gave it to him because Dan Snyder is a scourge on Washington D.C. I'm trying to keep it clean here. So
too late. You said a broomstick. Under command said a perfect.
It's therapeutic. You gotta get it off the chest.
It's therapeutic here. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay? Because like I said, y'all ain't lived through it like I did. Okay, you ain't lived through this like I did, man. When we were glory days, you know. You wore your Redskins stuff. We would still be the Redskins if Dan Snyder hadn't done if Jackie Cook hadn't sold to Dan Snyder. I know he didn't sell to him directly. Dan won the auction or the bid or whatever. Yeah. But the point being is if we were still under that kind of that ownership of the Cook family, we would have because Fred who was it, Fred Davis or Fred, the guy from FedEx, he was the one that started all that stuff and making the name change. He the one to put that stuff in play because Dan Snyder owed him money. Okay. But I'm veering off the subject. But yes, it's way too late for Big O. It should have been. It should have been 3-4 years after he retired. He should have had this number retired. Okay. So. And Under Command said, "Pops, that's a waste of a perfectly good broomstick." Wow. Hey, I wouldn't say a new one. You got to get one with splinters on it and all that other stuff. Okay. So.
Oh man. Yeah, okay. Say hey yo. Oh man. I am at least you saw greatness, OG. I'm 39. My best years as a fan was JD5's rookie year.
Oh, hey, look, it's the benefit of being old, brother. That in retirement, okay?
And shout out to Rev. He said, Diesel baby praying for y'all. Most definitely salute to you as well. Full command says, Pops was trying to get bonus points before the debate started.
Hey, I got to get you with comedy if I can't get you with knowledge, okay? So, you know, my personality. You know?
He got to get the entertainment value off. Listen,
I'm just saying, she's cuter than me, she's smarter than me, so I got to come off another way, okay? So.
He said, like, he's got to, look, man, I feel you.
I got to use what I got, you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. We got 70 in the chat right now, and also Small Talk he says, rule number 1, we don't mention the name of the former owner. It is a cuss word. So, but yeah. But no, here's the question I have before we go any further. So with Rigo being the one who's getting his number retired, Asia, you went first time. So Pops, I'm gonna ask you, who do you think deserves to be retired next?
Art Monk.
Our Monk's already retired.
We already did.
Yeah, well, okay, then.
It was on the. It got buried because it got buried between all the ass whoopings that we took last year. But
is Joe Jacoby retired?
No, not yet.
Then he's the one because he should be in the Hall already. Okay, Joe Jacoby deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Period. Okay, so he should be the next one, no doubt.
Adrian?
I took a break. I stopped watching this team when Dan Snyder owned the team. So
I did a whole
boycott. Listen, man.
Hey, look, she said his name again. She said his name again.
I'm not a historian, so I'm gonna take Pop's word for it on that one because I was watching it as a young girl with my dad, just be watching it. I'm not a historian like that, so I'm gonna keep it real. That's why I got to bow out and say I don't know.
I think that she said that just called me old. She like that was that low key old remark right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right. That's all right.
I just feel like I might throw out some younger names, and it's it's too
there's
soon.
nobody from them years that look like. Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple. Do you think
someone said Dexter Manley?
Is Tanner worthy of it? And I love Tanner. But is he?
Before we go to Small Talk says, damn it.
No, everybody know I'm not that young. I'm not that young. Listen, but when we talk about numbers being retired, I just feel like the names that they're not ready. Like I think you got to go back in the history of the
I'm going to always say Jacoby. Big Jake should be the next one retired.
Yeah.
Just looking at the comment section real quick. Under Command says, he said a curse word. I'm happy Dan didn't retire any of those numbers because chances are he
He would
would
have
screw
screwed it
that up
up.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, what
But
he did with
I,
the Sean Taylor thing was
yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
was just
Jesus. Oh,
his daughter was
no.
like, she was so classy for
She
they gotta do
was.
that over. They gotta do it all over,
Yeah,
man.
because
Like
and I feel bad for the family because they was looking like,
uh,
yeah,
I
okay.
mean, what part of that
It,
statue looks like a human being?
no, it looked like something from Dick's Sporting Goods. That's what
Yeah.
it looked like. You
The
know what
only
I mean?
the only statue I saw worse than that was Dwayne Wade. Okay.
yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
y'all can't get like they gotta do
oh,
that one all over
That was just
again.
brutal. Okay.
They need to save that for like the new stadium and all that. Like just
most
redo
definitely,
it
yeah.
over when they get a new stadium.
Here's one that I feel that because I felt Jacoby was my choice, but I am Black Moss says Brian Mitchell. I think yes, he's deserved it. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. Even Devin Hester said he should have got in before him. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of this. Number one, he is the number 2 overall yards from yards period, all-purpose yards
Oh, Doug Williams.
behind. I'm not saying Doug only because the one person who's still on the trajectory to take that number is still wearing it right now.
Terry would have to give it up.
Here's my thing. And don't get me wrong. As a black man and as an old black man, I love Doug Williams. He is the man. Make no mistake. Doug only played 2 or 3 years here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was like, how much?
And by the way, when he won the Super Bowl, he only played half the year. That because they benched him for that white boy for a little while, then they brought him back off and whatever. Because I don't say his name either. Okay, so because the whole locker room hated that dude, Jay.
Yeah, straight. Yeah. So what do you think about this one, Dexter Manley?
Yes.
Okay. Rev says can't convince them with logic. Baffle me. Baffle them with the BS.
OG site.
People calling me old today, man. What's up with that?
He's just as old as you. He's just as old as you.
Oh, okay. That's right. There you go. All right.
London Fletcher.
Don't tell my secret, bro. Okay.
But Full Command says I love Santana, but no. Only reason why I say if he might be able to get away with it because nobody's ever going to wear 89 unless you're a tight end. Because nowadays with the receivers wearing the numbers now, it's definitely just gotten to a point to where it's just like, hey, we want to wear the single digits or the team numbers. Also says you have to have be an NFL legendary to get it retired. Santana is more of a cult.
I was like, it just seemed like he hasn't done enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But he's just such a good, solid dude. And I was at the Miracle on Monday night. I was there in Dallas. Okay, so he's always gonna have a place, in my soul because he, like I said, and I had the honor of meeting him once. Just a nice guy, and he's DC down, even though he was drafted as a Jet. Once he came here, he was one of us. So.
Well, I mean, when you drop you pretty much crash the whole entire triplets Ring of Honor ceremony. I mean, you're always going to be in our hearts. So I mean, but yeah. Under Command says, "Hey, Pop, shout out to you. Got me by 2 years. Over 50 Commanders fans, stand up."
There you go, bro.
But yeah. But before we go any further, because we've definitely been talking about just Commander stuff for the last 32 minutes. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and get this the sponsor out the way real quick.
So let me fill you in on W. W is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages. It contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 fillers, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and is no proprietary blends. The star of the show is our caffeine fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or no crashes. Can't even front, man. This is a pretty tasty beverage. I recommend that you go online to w.com to go ahead and get your own shaker bottle, your own Japanese energy blend that they have on here. This one, Japanese yuzu, like I said before. You can go on and get different type of flavors that they have on there and go ahead and order yours. And here's the thing, when you go on there, go ahead and type in the promo code ODBHTTC for 10% off on all your products.
Shout out to W. Be sure to secure the dub by going to W.com and getting 10% off on all your beverages by putting in the promo code ODBHTTC. And guys, this is what we've been waiting for. The fight is about to commence. So yeah, Commander Clash rules. Let's
First
get
of
down
all,
to it.
shout out to Herb on these questions, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, because I mean, I gotta toughen it up because I just can't give y'all no softball ass questions. We don't do
Hey, look, he made me study. Okay, that I only appreciate that. I had to go start looking stuff up or whatever. So.
You thought I was just gonna give you some soft ass questions over here? Hell
Yeah,
no.
I'm an old man. Okay, you know my memory ain't what it used to be. You know,
I gotta make it hard for both of y'all. But no, this is a single elimination tournament. Win in advance, lose and you're out. Debate style format questions, 3 rounds, 3 topics, 2 minutes per round. Topics were provided in advance. So spit it, your facts, stats, and football knowledge. Also, SPAC talk is encouraged, but also respect the odds. So this has been by a subscriber count. Friendly trash talk is always encouraged. Fans will decide the winner. Voting opens up after round 3. Most votes advance, and results are final. There will be a championship round in the next couple weeks to secure the winner of the Commander Clash Classic, and they will have bragging rights for the rest of the year going on to next June or whenever we start this thing up again. So, lady and gent, Asia, you have the highest seed on this one, so you're going to get the first question, and I'm getting ready to set this timer up. So as soon as the question is answered, is given, you go ahead and start it up. So the first question is Washington's roster built to dictate matchups or react to them? And your timer starts now.
Yes, the offense is built. The offense and defense is built to dictate matchups and not react to them. Let's start with the offense, where the run game will be better married into the pass game. So we do have dynamic pieces like Rashad White, Ben Sinnott, and Chigo Okonkwo. So how will this allow us to dictate? So you can get multiple looks out of a single personnel set. For example, Rashad White can line up outside as a wide receiver out of a running back look. Ben Sinnott can convert into a tight end out of a fullback or H-back look. And then Chig can flex out of a tight end into an H-back look. He can also flex as a Z receiver too as well. So this will allow for you to do a lot of different things out of a single personnel grouping. So he's been saying it, make the same things look different and different things look the same. I don't know, but he's been saying that all off season. So let's talk about the defense. We have been talking about the versatility with this current group and how the new scheme is going to leverage that versatility. It's one of the more versatile rosters we've ever had. So due to a number of hybrid players like Nick Cross, who plays on all 3 levels, he can blitz, he can play the run game, he can play in coverage, he can come off as a free rusher. We also have Sonny Styles, who can also play as a safety outside of the linebacker position. So hybrid players like this allow for you to get more heavy fronts and disguise principles off more effectively by dictating the blocking assignments on the offensive side of the ball, and also the post-snap read by the quarterback as well. So,
and you can see your time?
Can see my time.
All right. That is 15 seconds left. And man,
all right.
It was very descriptive. So, Pops, your question, what is Washington's roster built to dictate matchups or react to them? And your timer starts now.
My answer is going to sound a little bit like Asia's, okay? Because I think the offensive side of the ball is meant to dictate, okay? You know, with all the formation changes. I love the pickup of what's his name, the kid they got from Tennessee, Okonkwo or whatever.
Joseph.
But
no,
I'm not
Chig.
Chig, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would love to see them use Ben Sinnott a lot more. I would love to see that. So you can have 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. You can run like the old Joe Gibbs offense, you know, with one back in the backfield. Also, the versatility of Jayden allows you to do all kinds of stuff, particularly if they start going play action and whatever. So they will dictate. I think, you know, they can force people to play one way and then go the other way. They can misdirect. They can do a lot of things that they could not do out of the offense from the year before or during the Kingsbury era. The defense, on the other hand, to me, is more reactive, but that's good because, as Asia pointed out, you got guys who can play 2 and 3 levels. Okay, so they can read and react. To me, that's more of a defensive concept: is read and react. You see what's going on. You follow the ball. You can be more aggressive with it. Things along those lines. So I think from a defensive aspect, I think that would be more of a reactive group, and I feel comfortable with that. I noticed they picked up another corner over last week. What's the name? Escapes me.
Russell Douglas.
Russell Douglas, yeah.
You know, and so they're trying to get some more depth in the defensive backfield. That's the part that scares me the most. I like the defensive line. You know, I like the kid they picked up. You know, from the Chargers or whatever. The defensive line.
Congo.
Yeah, I like him. I like him. Obviously, you gotta love Sonny. I mean, although he did go to Ohio State. Okay.
Yeah,
it's that. But I still think he's gonna be a good kid, even though he didn't go to Michigan. So I do like the versatility they have on defense. I think the defense is going to be more reactive. I think the offense is going to be more dictative.
Time.
I was finishing.
Yeah. That was
he was wrapping up. He was wrapping up.
He was. No, he was. But I told you these questions are not going to be easy. And just looking at the comment section real quick, this from earlier that said London Fletcher, they felt that he should be getting his he deserves a Hall of Fame and jersey retired. Yeah, I do too.
I push back on the Hall of Fame one. The jersey retirement, yes, I do. But don't get me wrong, London Fletcher was a great player, but not all great players make the Hall. Okay, real talk. You know, you can be, you know, the Hall of Fame is to me, you know, would you put London Fletcher with a Ray Lewis or Dick Buckets or Lawrence Taylor? You know, no. See, those guys took over games. I like London Fletcher, and he's the surest tackler I've ever seen. If you come near his space, you're going on the ground.
You didn't say he's not a game wrecker.
But he's not one of those guys you go, okay, what we gonna do about that guy first? Okay. When Lawrence Taylor was on the field, what we gonna do about 56? Okay. When Ray Lewis was on the field, and I don't like the Ravens at all, but what we gonna do about 52? You know, what are we gonna do about this guy? You know, you didn't game plan around London Fletcher. You game planned around the Ray Lewises of the world. You game planned around Lawrence Taylor. You know, so whereas I love him, he can be in the Commanders Hall of Fame, no doubt. Love him to death. But the Hall of Fame, I got pushed back on
that. Shout out to Grant real quick. He said I got W 2 weeks ago. Gotta rise, grew 5 inches.
Gotta raise group.
Whoa, one second. It was a great it was
okay, wow. There's just so many ways to go with that.
Wow, like pause.
I didn't even had to pause that one. I was like,
I guess his girlfriend is happy about that. Okay.
Hey, dang, Grant.
Wow. Shout out to Dubby. I mean,
well, you know, like I said last time I was here, I was wondering if it goes with Tito's. Okay, so
that's a nice. Listen, they gotta reach out and get him a sponsorship deal.
No, you're wildin'.
I think we all looked at that like, huh?
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, we got clip that. Clip that, by the way.
I will go with what's name, the last guy who said Trent Williams. Yes, I have him.
Most definitely. Shout out to Crash, the musician. He says, "What up, Herb? Pops in Asia." Yes. Also, so Unc says, Rev says he thinks the first answer is split. So yeah, so
I think
I mean, no, it's that's good. I mean, so that was the hard one, and we got to pause. Yeah,
you really have to 5 inches of W or whatever.
Yeah. So you got to watch what we say over here now. The second question, since Adrian, you started it off the first time, Dad, you got this one. Okay. The question is, I'm set up the timer on here. The question for you on this one is, what is Washington's best red zone personnel package? And Jesus, that still doesn't even sound.
Yeah, I was going.
Yeah,
I was trying not to go there.
yeah. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Okay, I'm assuming we talk about offense. Okay,
Yes.
so I like the 12 personnel. I think you got
Mm.
two variable tight ends right now. You got Stinnett and you got a Conquest. I mean, you got two good, probably pretty good blocking, but good pass catching tight ends. Okay, you put two wide receivers out there. You know that to me reminds me of the Joe Gibbs era. Okay, you know, and when you got that personnel like that, you give Jayden Daniels so many things that he can do. Okay, he can drop back if he wants to and hit the wide receivers. He can go play action, you know, and roll out and run it himself. He'll have wide receivers. You'll have Terry McLaurin and whoever's the number 2 guy. I think it's going to be Williams, the kid that they drafted from Clemson. I like him and whatever. So I think that 12 package is the one that does more for me on the goal line, because you make people have to make decisions. You know, you make once again, you make the defenses reactive, and if they thinking, then they're losing. Okay, so I'm going to go with the 12 package, and I shall concede my time, the rest of it, to the young lady before me. So you have it there,
with 1 minute left remaining. So
okay, I should have gave it that whole time. I should take some of it back, but go ahead, Adrian. I'm sorry.
All right, so Adrian, your same question goes to you. What is Washington's best red zone package? And your time starts now.
So I'm going to say 22 personnel, because we have a number of hybrid players on the offensive side of the ball. The one being Ben Sinnott as the tight end, fullback, halfback, which allows for you to execute on 2 looks out of 1. So you can run true 22 personnel with Kayshawn Allen as the power back, run back, and Ben Sinnott as the fullback, H-back out of that look. Or you can run a 13 personnel set that looks like 22 personnel with Kayshawn Allen as the running back, Chick, or Ben Sinnott as the tight end that offsets into the backfield as H-back. I do agree with Pops about having the mismatches with the wide receivers. I just had a different idea here. So looking at Treylon Burks and his role and what he did at Arkansas, he was a bit of a chess piece. I like the idea of using a second wide receiver like Treylon. When you look at his body type, he's 220 something pounds, 6 foot something. He is built kind of like a tight end. So you can line him in a YF role or an H-back role or a motion role. And you can also have him out there to get those mismatches with linebackers and things like that. But he's a true wide receiver. He's one of the best hands receivers that we have. But I like the 22 personnel look because we have a number of players that play in those versatile roles in motion that can flex out into a Y, or Chick can move into the H-back. So if you use Chick or Ben Sinnott and Treylon in those looks, there's a lot of different things you can do with Terry as like the X receiver. So I yield my time.
All right, well, 15 seconds is there. So that was definitely one of the I don't know what, you know what, chat, y'all tell me what y'all think so far. Just looking at the comment section. So wow, Dak Pops, you got some debate. So no. I'm looking at some of the you got some clapbacks at you. It was more so like OG, London, Ray, and Bobby are the only players to ever have 2,000 tackles. How is he not a Hall of Famer?
I thought I explained myself quite well. He was not a game wrecker. Okay, he did not wreck games. He was a great and consistent linebacker. Love him to death. If, like I said, sure-handed tackler off the break, no doubt about it. But you didn't game plan around this guy, and I love him. I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay, so.
Well, shout out to Grant. You know it's all love when we joking with you. He said y'all got your minds in the gutter. But you ain't got a lie, Craig, which is, I love that name. 12 personnel with 12 with tight end 1 off the ball. Like Ertz, it was in 24. Also, what's the name? So Rev says Jumbo 13 is that 22. BG Soldier says White is an excellent red zone back. Also, Full Command says Asia got my vote with K-Tron mentioned. Can really sell the run and get a big pass play. Well, so we got here. I am Black Mall says I was with you until she started talking about she won me over. What else? Last but not least, Crash says he still thinks it's a tie so far. So this is a
I'm still
great
in the
battle.
running, okay? Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
So
I
I
fighting
think
for
he
the
mean,
gave a
underdog
good
position.
he gave a good response with the 12 personnel. I'm not mad at it.
mm,
I just
mm,
had, I feel like Traylon is a big body wide receiver that gives you that second wide receiver, but you can move him
mm,
around and kind of,
No, that's a good take, Asia. I mean, Burks does have great hands. There's no doubt
mhm.
about it. He makes some catches that I ain't seen before. So you got to love that, and particularly with him and Terry, that they both are great uh, catchers of the football when they're contested. They
Mhm.
both can make contested catches, and you're going to
mm,
need that in a red zone situation because there's not a lot of field there.
Yeah, there's
mm,
not a lot of grass. You need
Yeah.
contested
yeah,
So
catch. You need the big
yeah,
body. Plus, he's
no,
still a wide receiver where you're more dictating. So when you have all of those pieces, who you put in the corners on, who's the linebackers, it just makes the defense have to
well,
really think about who you're covering, like in the
like I said,
pass
I think
game.
we
Yeah,
both had the things like if you're the defense, if you're thinking, you're losing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
mm,
and so
most
that's what
definitely.
you want to. We both want to put them in positions where they have to react to what we're doing, and whatnot, because that's when mistakes are made. So
Mm. But that was a great take on the last one. So this is the last question before we get to the voting. Pops, you did the you went first last time. So Asia, here is the question: Who is the offense's true positionless player? And your time starts now.
So the offense's true positionless player is Ben Sinnott. Okay, hear me out. He could play the YF tight end role. He could play a fullback role. He can align as an H back. Also, in terms of the type of blocking he provides you, he's not just an inline blocker. He can also he's an effective motion blocker. So he can actually be used in all personnel groupings. He can be used as the lone pass catching tight end in 11 personnel. I know we prefer Chick, but he has some pass catching chops, so he can do that. He can also be the second tight end in the 12 personnel package. In a 13 personnel package, you can use him as the flex move tight end. And also in the 22 and the 21 personnel, he can be your tight end or H-back or move piece. So Ben Sinnott has great value because he allows for the offense to actually disguise a lot of different things and dictate to the defense. He's not a primary pass catching tight end like Chick, and he's not a primary inline blocker like Bates. Those two tight ends kind of give away what you're doing in the formation because he could do a lot of different things. It actually confuses the defense on what you're running out of a certain look. So that is why I say that Ben Sinnott is the ultimate positionless player, because a lot of what they want to do in the play action, a lot of what they want to do in marrying the pass with the run, a lot of the things they want to do is going to be predicated on how he is able to look like multiple things in a certain look. So you don't really get to put a lot of tendencies on tape when Ben Sinnott is in the game. So
Mhm.
I yield my time.
yeah.
All
Uh,
righty.
I like your answer. Go ahead.
Go ahead and set that timer up for you on yours as well. Pops, who is the true positionless player? And your time starts now.
Okay, I liked your answer. I really did. But they for some reason wouldn't, and I don't know if this was a Kingsbury thing. For some reason, they didn't use Stinnett. You drafted him in the second round and you never used him, and I couldn't understand that. I do like the way you're talking about. It does make him like a Swiss Army knife. You can have him on the line blocking, you can have him behind, you can have him in motion, you can have a lot of that other stuff. But I don't know if that's positionless. Positionless. When I think positionless players, obviously my mind goes to basketball. Can the guy guard 1 through 5? Can he play 1 through 5? Things along those lines. And I'm going to have the unconventional answer. Jayden Daniels is positionless. He can be a running back. He can be a quarterback. He can, who knows? Maybe one time they might throw him out there to catch a pass or two. One never knows.
Please don't. Please don't.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But if we said he is the one guy that you don't know what he's going to do before he does it. Okay. If Terry goes out, Terry's going to catch passes. Running backs take handoffs and catch passes. Tight ends do that as well. They block. And like I said, I'm going to give you some credit here, AJ. I loved your answer. I really did. I think Ben Sinnott, if used properly, could be that positionless player. I just haven't seen it in the past because they just didn't use him at all.
I think that's fair. That's fair. I think that's a Cliff thing though too. Cliff don't run that type of offense, so I think it's fair if you can't see that for him.
I've just never seen him do it. When they picked him number 2 out of Kansas, I was like, this kid, I've seen him. He can play. He can catch the football. It'd be nice if somebody throw it to him once in a while, So so that's why I said I'm coming a little bit off because if they get down to the goal line, who knows? They may run an RPO or something like that. There's a lot of things he can do with that. He can play. He can play action. He can roll out. He can throw it. He can run it. He can do a whole bunch of things, and he becomes the true Swiss Army knife as much as anything. But once again, I'm going to say it again. I loved your answer. I like Stinnett. I really wish. I hope they listen to you more than me right now. Okay.
Yes. Listen, in your defense, JD was number 2 behind Ben Sinnott, but at the same time, it was like I was stumped on I don't want my quarterback catching passes.
Yeah, I don't want it either.
That's taking me back to that Cliff Kingsbury gimmicky type of, and I'm all in on David Blau. So
I don't want Philly specials done.
We are all in agreement of that. We do not want. I don't even want to run the ball in the Super Bowl. Okay.
They said Louisville is positionless. He said on offense though, so that's we talk about offense.
Because if it was defense, you could go with you might go with the
number of players on defense. That would have been an easy one.
Sonny Styles would have been my first one on defense because he can play safety, he can play the linebacker. He probably ends up to the line. But no,
and that's why I want to make it challenging.
I like how you can disguise so much with Ben Sinnott in there. A lot of what Ben Sinnott is going to do next year won't even show up in the stat box. It's just him really.
Well, a lot of stuff he did before ain't show up in the stat box.
I get it. But you gotta run the personnel group. Is that Cliff Kingsbury loved him some 11 personnel? I'm sorry, like single tight end.
I think Blau's gonna be different.
Yeah, Blau's gonna be different. Like using multiple tight ends really confuses because you don't know what he's doing. You don't know in this look, is he the H-back one? Which one is he? So the fact that you have 2 tight ends that specialize, and we know Bates specializes in blocking, and we know Chig is the primary pass catching tight end. They just give away a lot of what you're doing. But having, if you got a 12 personnel package in there where it's been Sinnott and someone else, it's a lot of different things that you could be throwing at a defense.
To go on what you're saying, I will go back to my OG days when we had a guy named Clint Didier. Okay. And Clint Didier, a lot of times, would line up at the H-back position, maybe go in motion, something like that. He could block pretty good. He was an excellent receiving tight end. Okay, definitely. But so going back to the Joe Gibbs days, because those are the glory days, we saw a lot of that stuff. You saw them. They were always in motion. They were always doing something that you couldn't expect or whatever. And like I said, I liked your answer. I hope your answer is more right than mine. No, seriously.
I think my quarterback under center just throw that ball, JD.
Throw the ball to him. Let's see if he can
we had 2 years of JD doing everything in the offense. I'm about ready for somebody else.
But looking at the comment section real quick, Iron Black Mall says he chooses Luke McCaffrey. So that's something but I mean, and I'm looking at it from this standpoint, he was definitely a great kickoff returner last year. And I mean, and so I guess that is positionless. Full Command says Sinnott was my answer too. BG says Sinnott got a lot in 2026.
Man, he ain't got to do nothing but just like line up. That's the beauty of Ben Sinnott. He may not touch the ball, but he in there moving around. Like, it's like, what is he doing? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's just like.
And here's my pushback to that. If you're scouting them, do you pay him any mind? Because they never do the ball.
You have to. You have to, because now you got him moving around. Is he the lead blocker here? When you pair him with an effective run game, so it's not in a vacuum. It's Ben Sinnott paired with that effective run game and play action and stuff like that. And so now you do have to account for him, because as soon as JD roll out, he is a target, right? When JD is rolling out and those tight ends get the leaking in this, he's a threat to catch the ball, but he's also, is he leaking because he's a lead blocker for the running back? Like, what is he doing? So that's where a lot of what, the tight ends are really, really important to a lot of what this is.
Like I said, I pray that you're right. Okay.
But
This is the first time I don't want to be right on an answer.
Okay, and listen, if we come out and they want to ignore Ben Sinnott in the first couple games, I'm all for it. Let that be. Go ahead and ignore Ben Sinnott because you thinking about, okay, he has not been doing anything for the last couple. That bodes well for us for the first couple games. So because you don't got anything on tape. So again, I agree with you. Are you prepping for Ben Sinnott? Probably not coming in, but that bodes well for us for the first couple games till we get some stuff on tape. So I'm for either answer. Honestly,
Just looking at
I'm for Dubs. I want Dubs.
Just looking at the comment section real quick. Small this is probably one of the funniest ones. Pops, if Jayden's ever splits out wild and runs route, I'm crashing out immediately. You ain't got a lie, Craig says.
He was in his Cliff Kingsbury bag on that one, y'all. I was like,
no, we're not doing that. This is not the Philly special. We're not doing that. Okay. So if Jameis can do it, 5 can catch it too. No, hell no. We're not doing that.
But this is what I will say. You have to check him. You have to guard him. Okay.
Yeah.
So that does eat up another person on the defense. You have to, because you can't leave him out there by himself. Even if he's just standing still, if he's just sitting there with his arms folded like this and don't do nothing, you still better put somebody on him.
And listen, as much as they try to talk about our quarterback being out of the top 10, that's not how the he keeps defensive coordinators up at night. I listen to Vic Fangio talk about what he's seeing on tape. They say JD a nightmare because he fast in his legs. So they won't be ignoring him. So that's why I said he was number 2 as a position player behind Ben Sinnott. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. But according to these comments, I've already lost because of my answer. But I'm gonna stand on business. I mean, if we talk about positionless means various different positions, and he's a threat from wherever he is on the field. Yeah. But Asia, I'll say it again. I loved your answer. I like I said, I pray you're right.
I hope it pans out. I hope God can sing it up.
Yeah, and I think all in all things being considered, you probably are right. He may be more, but I just, you gotta make him a weapon first.
Yeah. Conceptualize what you haven't seen. Yeah.
But this will be year 3. Okay, so
we will.
They gonna pull out the secret weapon now. Okay.
Blackmore says Luke McCaffrey is my answer in my opinion. Neither said him, but
I'm with you, Ma.
I don't want you. Hey, neither do I. Look, I didn't say I wanted it. I just said the question was whose position is. Okay, so
shout out to brother Micha. He said good point though. Could see the emergence in formation, which we should see more of.
Rashad White is a good answer too. I had those were my top 3. It was Ben.
Surprising nobody brought up Bill.
I don't Bill.
No, Bill is not positionless at all. Okay.
Well, I'm saying because
Bill gonna dash you on the outside zone. I don't see him as a downhill runner.
I'm only saying that because they didn't even bother to use Bill in any of the screen games.
Same with Ben Simmons. So but it's so I think
I put that on ski, like you said. I put that on ski because the fact that you didn't even try. Here's the thing where I will crash out always. When you were eliminated officially from the playoffs, that's when I need to start seeing player evaluation. Okay, can we put Ben Simmons over here? If we not, then we know what we got. Can we put Bill over here for this? If we can't, then we know we can't use them. Okay, then we need to know in advance what we need to be looking for in the offseason. That was my issue with them.
I think someone said it in the comments or the chat about the base personnel. Like that's how I'm looking at it, right? Like the tight ends kind of dictate like your
they're hybrid positions.
Like the way they're aligning, the people they're throwing out there on their base package in the defense is very much dictated by the tight end personnel group. And so it's hard for me to look at a running back or wide receiver and say that they're going to be the ones that they may in their skill set keep coordinators up at night in terms of I got to account for this player doing this, but in terms of how they're aligning in their defensive looks, it's the tight end groupings. So that's why I went in that
Correct
direction.
me if I'm wrong. Rashad White's the kid from Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I like him as a running back. I didn't like your answer with Bill. Bill, I ain't never seen Bill do nothing but take handoffs. I mean, am I missing something? I mean,
No, I mean, you're not missing anything. I just, like I said, like we've been saying for like the last 10 minutes about Ben Sinnott, he wasn't utilized correctly.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I always say, excuse me, Cliff Kingsbury is a starter home. When you and your lady get pregnant or you went ahead and proposed to her that you needed a house to start up with. Okay, you got the house, you got the nice kitchen and all that other stuff. She get pregnant. Okay, we need a bigger house now. We got to move on to the next one, and that's how I feel about with because he didn't
big
use
boy offense.
Here's the thing.
I mean,
he locked into what he does too long.
Yeah.
After the first year, they got tape on you now. Okay, they know what you're doing, but he still refuses to change. You know, so now they, you know, because defensive coordinators, they're not stupid. You don't get to be a coordinator by being a dummy. You know, so if you don't change, you know, the way that you look when you're doing your plays, then people already have tape on you. They know what you're doing. And there was just no variance between year one and year two. We all loved the year one because JD was doing the thing, and we all loved it. Okay, but now the defense was like, oh, okay, so this is what you do. So now you got to do something else because you need to show a change. You need to do something to make them think. And once again, if you're thinking, you're losing. You know, you gotta come up with something better. Or something newer. It may not even have to be better, but you got to give them something to think about. They rarely went in motion, or was it me? I didn't see.
No, they didn't put no motion. That's the spread offense. Like
that's a college offense. That's a college
offense built around the wide receiver core. That's what it is. Like that's just
this is the same offense that had Terry on one side of the ball the whole entire year. No motion, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's why, like, when I look at this Blau offense, is going to be somewhat of a Detroit Lions offense. A lot of their players go in motion. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I want to see if Terry should have been, and Terry at age 31 should not be only getting 10 targets a game. I will never forget that game when he played against the Giants and he said, look, I felt like I was winning wind sprints out there. Like, for real, like, and he was never targeted that until the second half. And I don't even think he caught a ball that game. But Asia, you want to look and see this comment right here?
We need Asia on ESPN, all the knowledge, but none of the delusion. Listen, man, y'all know how I feel about ESPN right now. They trying to be entertainment TV. Like, I can't. Like, they almost got me today, and I'm glad I ain't tuned in because they had a whole debate about was Lamar Jackson going at risk of losing his starting job, and I was like, nope, not doing
on what planet is he going to lose his job? Okay.
You got to ask ESPN that. I don't know. Okay, the producers coming up.
You know what? I mean, and somebody who watches it, I take in a lot of ESPN content. I won't lie. A lot of it I don't agree with. You know, they say they're clickbait, and everybody knows. You know, this, that, and the other. But some people
no, hold on. They're rage bait. They're not clickbait. It's rage bait.
Hey, look, I'm old. I don't clickbait, rage bait, whatever. I don't know. I'm 63 years old. What do you want? Okay. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, some people on there know what they're talking about. You know that. But then you have the Stephen A's of the world, who's entertainment television. He's not informative for this, that, and the other. He just him and
he's the loud dude at the barbershop at this point.
The one I hate more is Doggy, whatever his name, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah. When he hate him because he's a New Yorker.
He'll talk about the old Celtics back in the 60s. And I thought this guy was like 12 years older than me. I thought, wow, you remember Cousy and Russell and all, man, wow. This dude's like 3 years older than me. Okay, so you were like 7 years old when it was happening. Who in the hell was at a basketball game 7 years old paying attention to the players? Miss me with that. Herbert, I took you to basketball games and football games at 7 years old. Okay, do you remember the games?
No.
Vaguely.
Fashions himself historian of the game.
I'll tell you this. I do remember that we almost saw God's toenail at the top of our FedEx Field. That, I mean, I will never forget. I saw the monument. So, yeah, I definitely was like, yeah, can we move down some? Like, but no, that definitely was something. But
hey, look, somebody pick an Asian just because she Asian. See, you know what? There's gender bias here, okay? There's gender bias or whatever. There's age bias because they don't like because I'm an old man. But I'm gonna speak my truth, okay?
but we getting ready to speak that truth real quick. So I mean, I'm going to give a 2 minutes voting session is going to be on the side over here. We're not going to start it yet. So when I got to set the timer. So when I set the timer, that's when we're going to start it. So we have 2 minutes to start, and ladies first. We're starting now. Ladies first. Asia, tell the people why you should be winning this matchup.
Listen, man, I always come with the research and the facts. And, even if it's not a popular take, I knew Ben Sinnott wasn't going to be popular, but I still went there with it. You see what I'm saying? So I just stand 10 toes down on what I said, but always just doing the research, contextualizing to scheme. Y'all know how I give it up analysis, What they call me, double A. So, yeah.
Pops.
Okay, why should I win it? Hey, because I think I'm trying to keep it as real as I know. I try to bring some of the old school flavor back because some of y'all guys weren't there and around. So I'm here to educate as well as entertain and whatnot. But I think both of us represented ourselves quite well. Asia, I'm a fan now. I mean, I respect your knowledge of the game. It's not often to see a young. And by the way, I'm getting myself in trouble. I don't see young ladies that talk this game like you do. Without a microphone in their hand. Real talk. And so but I thought I brought enough to the game. But if I'm going after somebody who looks better than me, a little bit younger than me, and probably a little more smarter than me as well. So I will remain humble in defeat if that's the case. And I'm looking at the vote now. So
there ain't no reason why none of y'all Bama's out there vote. We only got 2 votes in.
Y'all need to vote. I got there's
Stop
30
voting,
people
man.
in the chat. Y'all, come on now.
Exactly. Come on.
And look, somebody said, don't let Stephen A. Smith come respond to y'all on a straight shooter, okay?
Yeah.
No, you know what? No, let him. Because that means if he's responding, then he saw the show. So yeah, go ahead. Please talk about us. Because I will gladly respond and I will not care. So
you're gonna put the numbers in the chat. Come on, yeah, there we go, y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody
I'm almost ready to give my concession speech, okay? So, but hey, look, but I never expected to be here, okay? So, I didn't expect to be here after the last one. I was going like, oh my God. So, but
I just wanted to say real quick to you guys. First things first, in the poll,
somebody said Asia. Yeah, you could put the name in there. I guess
the timer just went off, so we voting has ceased. And before we go any further, I did want to go out here and say to you guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in, coming in here, doing this whole thing, because there ain't nothing else to talk about. We done with the IU situation, so there ain't nothing else to talk about. We went an hour and 12 minutes without talking about BA. And I want to applaud that. We're not going to bring it up as a topic. We're just saying that we went this far without even talking about it. We had a great show today. And in 10 days, rookies coming into the into training camp, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on next. But
I gotta vote. Thank you, Crash. Thank you, bro.
I give Pops a vote. Yeah, you got 2 votes.
Oh, once again, that was like one of those. That was one of those low key disses. Like I'm gonna vote for the old man because I feel sorry for him. Okay,
he goes unpunished.
Agent gave him a head, nigga. Damn.
You got beat by a girl. Okay.
But shout out to Asia for the winner. She will be going to take on Kenny G.
Kenny G. Goodness gracious.
So that should be fun.
Hold on, somebody named Kenny G.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you should have picked another name, man, because the other Kenny G was like, he's the scourge of jazz music. Okay. He's like elevator music, man.
Kenny G smooth though. So but yeah, this is gonna be fun. A great watch at the end of it. But yes, before we go any further,
hold on, I gotta plug some stuff. So
yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm
doing double duty. So okay, we got Command Hers, the collaboration channel is launching tomorrow, 7 p.m. live stream. So come in, support the ladies. I'm also going over to my guy Gerard BTV, 7 p.m. Mm-hmm. So I am going. Yeah, that's one of his first live streams too. So y'all pop in, come over and support. I'm gonna be over there with Jarabi TV and Full Command with Grant. So that should be fun too. So as well.
I want to send a shout out to Gerard B, man, because that's my homie from high school.
Yo.
And yeah, he's funny as
It's an
hell.
immersive experience over there on his channel. Like I had to pull it up on a big screen. He be having the graphics and everything.
No,
like,
hold on a second. He as far as like, he's one of those guys that you definitely just gotta watch. And he's always gonna spit like information, but he's one of those visual concepts that you got to watch him to get the full experience and be like, damn, the graphics on that joint looks amazing. But damn, he actually has some points on it. But
he talks football, like he talks scheme and all that. He talks it, but like, listen, what he's doing with the graphics and stuff. As someone who does this and I get very frustrated with that part of it, like that takes patience. The amount of time and effort he puts into that, I really do appreciate that effort that he puts into that.
Let me say this about you guys, because this whole content creator world, you guys, I couldn't be happier to see y'all do what y'all do. I really, I'm keeping it above. Now, I'm not trying to be funny on this, because you guys have found something, your niche, and you do something that you love doing, and you're doing it because you love doing it, and so it's not work. It's something that brings joy to your heart. You know, you're talking about your favorite team, and you're doing it in a positive manner and where you can share it. Because obviously, when I was you guys' age, there was no internet, much less a way to share your views and whatever. So now it's getting to the point where young people can go put their their content out. Maybe make some money, but it's still enjoying what they're doing. I've told my son anytime you call me, I'm coming, because I enjoy this and I love the exchange. It's just fun. And if you love what you're doing, you're never working. It becomes
my life. Yeah.
Hey, look, I lost to a better person today. Well, a better spokesperson. But Asia, let me thank you, for taking it easy on the old man. I enjoy it. Like I said, sometimes like it happened last time. I get caught up in what y'all are saying so much, I forget what I'm going to talk about.
What you want to say? Because you enjoy, no.
I'm like, man, that was a good answer. What was
I going to say?
Okay, so
this was fun.
I enjoyed it.
I had so much fun. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Y'all know I always listen. Thank y'all for all the support. Y'all be showing up for me. And so
how about that? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a pro-Asia audience here, okay? Y'all ain't want to cut an old man a break. That's all right, because I got y'all's names, okay?
But Poker Man said, Pops, it's been a pleasure to see you in these debates. Much love. Also, Dominique says, shout out to Pops. Kay says, she actually shout out to Kay for actually voting, because she was just like, I can't choose. I can't. And she actually voted. And so shout out to her. She says, it's definitely a good time. Love this community. Definitely, most definitely. We got, honestly, I think we got one of the best communities when it comes to concert creating over here, because everybody eats. Renell says, thank you all. Great show. Under Command says, great jobs, God. Definitely enjoy it. Made my work time flow better. Oh, most definitely, man, because we got to get you through the days, man. I mean,
hold on. Y'all work?
Shut up, man. Look.
Y'all work? That work? That's like one of those 4-letter words, ain't it?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm proud of myself for one thing. I didn't have a single drink during this, okay? So,
you sure you wanted a drink after the person you went up against today?
You had to lock in.
You had to lock in. It was.
Shout out to the Eagles fan. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Salute. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
If I lost to somebody who I ain't like or respect their opinions, that's one thing. But no, this young lady came with the smoke. So, and so when somebody beats you like that, you take your hat off and say, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
I'll be rooting for you, because I want the person who wins it. It was the one who put me out.
Okay.
So I say I'm second best. So, y'all ain't had to go up against her.
Honestly, man, I ain't even gonna hold you. I think she got the heat and she got the backing.
Yeah,
so, I mean, no, because AJ has a legion. Not a fan base. She has a legion, like for real. Like,
Yeah, all our girls
like,
are like command herds was taking over.
No,
Okay,
no. Majority of the command herds are guys. So I'm
Okay,
no,
I'm gonna leave
saying
that
the fan.
alone.
No,
Okay.
the fan. I'm talking about the fan.
The fan base.
The fan base of guys. So, but no,
Okay,
like,
well, this
dang,
is
this
one
had
off
to
the
go
rails.
left,
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the fellas that support. You guys are like the best. You guys are the
Thank
best.
you, Lady
Like,
Erica. I
yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you.
And yeah, we are very appreciative of everything.
And look, thank you for all the good comments and all the well wishes. I appreciate it. Love your shows. I'll have to come. Hey, look, I have to come invade some of y'all other shows or whatever, instead of just being on my son. You know, so. Because I actually enjoy this stuff. It's actually great.
It's fun.
They were like, what else am I gonna do with my days now? You know what I'm saying? You know, that work thing. I got tired of that stuff. So
I can't wait to get to that point.
Oh, we only have to be one thing, and that's old.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting there. Yep.
Lucky bastard. But
no, I gave excuses of 32 years of my life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But because Dad, where can we meet you at? What bar can we frequent you to see?
Any
you
cigar bar. Okay, Veterans. Okay, which is used to be the old Pizza Hut you used to work at. Right by.
Yeah, in Clinton, Maryland.
Yeah, and then of course the tender boxes. I'm frequently known to be there and whatnot. So, and then any kind of sporting events. My son would tell you I have Wizards tickets. I used to have Commanders home game tickets. I don't go to home games anymore because if you're gonna lose, it's more fun to be on the road. Okay, so if you lose in New Orleans, you don't even care. Okay, so,
you really don't. Them hand grenades just made it so much better.
I share baseball games as well. So I am a DC fan. Okay, so I am a fan of all things DC.
It's a good time to be a DC sports fan.
Yeah,
man, tell me about it.
One exception: Michigan football. Michigan football is man. If you've never been there, you should do it at least once, so you can see 110,000 people sitting in the stadium all at once.
Oh yeah, them college stadiums.
It's crazy. But no, I love this. Invite me back, Herb, when y'all not doing this. I'll tune into the championship so I can vote against whoever you're going against, Asia. Okay, so
thank you. Appreciate it.
I will say this real quick. My dad never calls me through FaceTime. It's too intimate for us, and we don't do it. No, and he called me. He FaceTimed me, and he was just like, I was like, why are you FaceTiming me, Herbie? You got to see this Michigan place, and then I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. And it was West Arkansas University.
Yeah.
It's different in those stadiums, man.
Oh man, I mean, it was so crowded. Like we bought parking passes and they shut down the area a half an hour before game time because you can't even drive to your parking space. So I had to park on somebody's front lawn. Okay. So but it is an amazing environment. I mean, if you like college football, and I love all football, college football is wonderful. They know how to do it. The neighborhood gets into it,
it's there. A lot of them are in like small towns, and so that's all they do.
Ann Arbor is not a place you want to go to, hang out on Friday nights. It's not that. It's not that spot. But it is a hell of a college town. I fell in love with Michigan football when I was a teenager. And I'm only gonna keep you on for a couple more seconds because I have to explain this. When I was a teenager, we had 7 channels. Okay, you had 4, 5, 7, 9. And if you had a good TV, you got 2, 11, and 13. And then, of course, you got channel 20 and 45. So every Saturday on ABC, they would show the college game of the week. And it would be one of 4 or 5 teams. You'd see Michigan, USC, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and I'm probably forgetting somebody, Oklahoma or Nebraska. Those are the teams you saw. I hate Notre Dame. Always have, always will. So Michigan became the team I started to root for. And I've been a fan since probably the late 70s and whatever. And I had wanted to go to the Big House my entire life. So 2 years ago on my 62nd birthday, I went to a Michigan game. And I was like, man, this is more than I ever thought it would be.
Who were they playing?
West Savannah State University.
They get one of the big matchups. You get the Ohio State matchup.
I'm going to one this year. I'm going to one this year.
You got to realize this. He ain't got no coat that's that big to go ahead and deal with that Detroit coat. Detroit coat is different.
I was in Minnesota this year. I went to the Minnesota game. Okay,
you were indoors,
but not all the time. And by the way, I asked people there. I was like, did you move here or were you born here? And the people who said they were born there, I said, okay, I understand. I left them
You get
alone.
used to
But the
it.
people who moved there, I'm like, what in the hell was you thinking? Okay.
It gets cold up there. You
Oh
get
my
used
God.
to it.
Cold
My
is an
plane landed at
understatement.
2:30 in the morning. I looked at my phone, it was 7 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 7.
I came back from Thailand and had to go straight to Ohio, and I was like, oh man, it's snowing. Oh gosh, get me out of here.
And I ain't never going back because that's where they had a big Ohio State. Archie Griffin had his bar there, whatever like that. And I hate all things Ohio State. So, you know.
Steve said, shout out to the panoramic TV.
Somebody said, who held the antenna?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, no. You had a pair of pliers to turn it. Okay.
Exactly.
And my mom had a remote control, and it went like this.
Herbie,
come change the channel. That was her remote control.
We had a TV that old.
Oh, yeah. Had aluminum foil on the antennas and whatever, and you had to turn the channel with pliers. Okay. So.
But Asia, please tell us where we can find you at.
Asia's Analysis on YouTube and Asia's Analysis on Twitter. And now we have the collaboration channel. I'm going to be promoting that. So Command Hers on YouTube.
All right. Also, you can find me on the social medias down here. If you see on the down to your, so it looks like my right, the right. But you can go ahead. Also, we are doing on this channel. Let me go ahead and scoot this over to the side. We got a jersey giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, if you are following me on YouTube, IG, and Twitter, because I refuse to call it X, you can go ahead and when you follow me on all three, once we get to 1,000 subs, you're going to get yourself a brand new jersey. Sorry, content creators, I cannot do that because the fans are the #1 priority on this one. And also, if you're a fan watching this show, you better be a Commanders fan because I'm not buying any Eagles jerseys. I'm not buying any 49ers jersey. It's only going to be Commanders content, Commanders jerseys over here. You can get a free, what's the name? Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you follow me on IG and Twitter, and then you'll be in a randomized drawing for a free jersey, whether you want it as the exact player or your name on the back, whichever one. But also, last but not least, if you haven't got your tickets yet, where the hell have you been looking at? The annual toast to the season with the Commander Kings will be going down on August 23rd. That is, it's going to be at Hook Hall, 3400 Georgia Avenue, Northwest DC. So be sure that you get your tickets right in a second. They're $60. Once after August 1st, they go to back to 75. They go up to 75. So get your tickets now. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead.
Real quick. Pops will be in the building. So
all three. I think AJ, you said you're gonna be in the building.
Yeah.
Pops will be in the building.
And last but not least, I want to go ahead and say this real quick. Lady E, stop playing around, get your tickets because we need you to be there as well. Because Asia and Kay said that they were gonna be there. So we peer pressuring you to go. So peer pressure.
Hey, look, and somebody asked me a question. Who held the antenna for the rabbit ears? It was whoever lost the coin flip, okay? Between me and my brother, okay? So that's who had to hold the antenna, okay? So, but we rotated after commercials, that's all, you know?
But thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you guys on, and this is going to end the show. So as we always do, left hand up, who are we? The Commanders. Peace.